Sithokozela bogogo nomkhulu sabazendodala lesikoko bathini bathu mavula kuvala emzini amadoda. Namhlanje sithi we're talking problems. Problems and problems. We're talking about these problems. They start by one problem or by a group of problems, and then they're becoming more and more. And then the question might say, Gogo, how then do I solve these problems at once? Okay, there's no ways, because your problems are different. Maybe others, they have a problem at work, the problem in terms of alcohol intake, drugs problems, relationships problems, business problems, and everything. Your problems are unique. So each and every problem you have, it's unique and it needs its own attention. That's why I'm saying today, your problems won't be solved by one traditional healer. Your problems cannot be solved by one pastor. Your problems cannot be solved by sitting in one place or getting advice from one place. Your problems won't be solved if ever you are not doing anything about them, and then because of the piling up. We did do a video, if you remember, where I said, allow yourself to have new problems. Always fight for new problems. Don't allow yourself, you are in one space. You are fighting this problem. Again, tomorrow you are fighting the same problem. Next day you are fighting the same problem. We are towards the end of the year now. Most of the people, those that have New Year's resolutions, they've never achieved even one. And they had a list of about 12. They've never achieved even one. But on what they were hoping to achieve, they've accumulated more. So that's why when we go for consultation, we go there because of we have problems. Not a problem, we have problems. So our problems need solutions. Because without a solution, you're never gonna solve that problem. Let's go deeper on this one. I like it, and I like the fact that actually it's not the first time we talk about it. But this time I said, let me come with another angle, because when I checked that video, it had a lot of questions that I really feel that, yes, I didn't address them accordingly. So now we want to unpack it, and so that we get into a point whereby we understand each other. You'll apologize me a bit sweating because of it's very hot where I am. Gogo, I have a problem at work. Things are not moving at work. I feel like I'm not growing anymore. Gogo, I have a problem. I don't get kids. We've tried with my husband. We don't fall pregnant. We don't know why. It's the problem. Gogo, we have a problem at home. We don't sleep at night. There's really a problem. We don't sleep at night. Gogo, I'm facing a court case. I'm facing this case of fraud, of murder. I don't know what to do, and I'm attending the trial and everything. You see, all these examples that I've said, they are unique. They are unique. A healer will only be able to take one or a certain group of these problems. Listen to me, one or a certain number of these problems. But there's no healer that will say, in everything that you've mentioned, I can help you with. If there is one like that, then it's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist because, other politics. But if there's one healer, then it's okay. I'm not debating that. Moving forward, these problems need different ways in which you can deal with. Yes. You won't deal with all of them and at the same time. But we have this thing that when we go into the healer, We want the healer to solve each and every problem that we have. Because we go to the healer and we give the healer everything, or the healer sees what they see when they're doing the consultation. Then you confirm what you know, and then you add other things to say, na kogunye makosi that you didn't see that you may help me with. But this you may help you with, they don't put, most of us, we don't put it that way. That we normally say that I would like you to help me with. Then, personally, I would say, I can deal with 1, 2, 3. Or I can deal this one only. However, I know somebody who can deal with that one. He's an expert on that field. I know an expert who can deal with that part. I don't know how to translate this disease. There's this disease called... it's a send, whereby the balls of a man, they grow big and big. I saw the video trending and everything. Who can help this guy and everything? But there was no number to call direct. I had customers, clients coming to at home, Memambateni, with that problem. You know, when the man comes out of the car with a huge blanket, I know, good, okay, that's a disease that they came up. He came for. Whenever they come, I know, Uguti, I cannot help them. However, I cannot come to your car and say, no, stop right there. I'm not going to able to call you to help you. I call them in, then we check what happened. Yeah, what happened? Excuse me. We check what happened. After checking what happened, I then check what can I help you with? How can I help you? If there's other factors that resulted in that disease, I can deal with them. However, I normally say, for you to save money, let me refer you to somebody who can deal with this thing from the bottom of it. He's old, he's experienced, because sometimes you can be old and not having an experience when it comes to healing. So he is old and he is very, very, very experienced with that. I'll take a call. Baba Khumalo khona athi ngikhona mthi baba khona ngicela ukubathumela mthi angiphilanga mfana wami ngithi baba ngiyacela ngicela ukubathumela ngicela uthumele umfana esitobhini hayi kulungile mthi. Then I said, here's the number. I spoke to him. Go and solve that problem. And when that man comes back in few months, because it's a process, wearing shorts to show off, positively showing off to me, to say, Gogo, yeah, I mean, you know, and I'll tease him and say, who are you? I don't know you. While I know him very well. That satisfies me, because it's not about me. Baba Khumalo has sat down with me. I have all the motive that is used for that. I have. And the processes. But it is not my specialty. I've tried it, and I've said, I'm going to kill people here. Trying something that I really don't know. And even if when I try or I learn that thing, you know, sometimes I do want to learn things, but sometimes I feel, it's not me. It's not me. I won't be able to deal with this. I'm not an expert. I would love to, but I'm not given this a cure for this. I'm not. So, again, I couldn't do it. Or maybe I've helped somebody halfway and I say, Usman Bani will finish you off. You call and you say, Gogo, I want to do a consultation. Or you call the office, you want to do a consultation. The office will ask you, where are you? I'm in Joburg, but I have this problem and I want to see Ugogo. But Ugogo has somebody that we can refer you to that will help you the same way as Ugogo helps. No. I want him. I want Ugogo personal to assist me. No, it doesn't work like that. I don't mind assisting you, but I will only assist you on something that I know exactly how it's done. Not in a vacuum. Remember, it's not my hands that helps you. It's the experience and how I'm able to connect your ancestors and my ancestors for them to assist you to prosper or to get or to achieve whatever that you want to achieve. So it's not something that it needs ugogo direct. But it's like these people who lie. You know, there's this thing that is trending now. I'm not saying everybody's lying by saying what I'm going to say, but there's this thing that is trending now. Gogo, I was sent to you by my grandmother at night. I had a dream about you and everything. Sometimes you've been watching YouTube. You've been watching my videos for the past 2 weeks. You are happy, you are excited, you are learning something on the videos and everything. You are bound to dream about me. It's natural, you know. You must ask Chiefs supporters. Throughout the week, they were thinking, they're going to win, they're going to what, they're going to what. The next thing they dream of a score. It's not like God brought that dream to them. It's something that they were thinking of. That's why I'm saying that, guys, there's a difference between a vision and a dream. There's a huge difference. Because on a dream, it's probably something that you've been thinking about. Or sometimes it's probably something like you saw it during the day. You know, it doesn't have direction. A dream is something that it doesn't have direction. That's why we are saying that my dream is to. Then it followed by the action. And then you see that dream, it was actually a vision that I've now achieved. So the same thing, on the same breath, there are people that genuinely, and I can tell when they say genuinely that, Gogo, I've been sent, and then I'll finish up that sentence I say, okay, to do this and this and this and this. There are genuine people, there are people that are lying. And let's avoid this thing that says, the statement that we normally use, seksekai. I Gogo, seksekai. No. Yes, you can say seksekai and everything. However, you need to and you listen, you shut your mouth, you focus. For you to achieve whatever that you came home to achieve, whatever that you go to, a healer somewhere, concentrate. And this thing, that's what I'm saying. You know, sometimes you're going to a healer, just for a healer, just for you to open up to say, okay, here's the problem that I'm facing. As much as I'm not getting a job, I know that one of the things that might have happened, it's A, B, C, D, E. Then I'll say, oh, I lost it there. Which means the medication that you got last time, I won't say it's incomplete, but I didn't know about this information. So now, let's hit this problem that you have just unpacked to me in a different way. Why is that? There is no way we can be shown everything as the healer. There's no healer or prophet who can raise their hands and say, if you come to me, I'll tell you A up to Z about the problems that are happening in your life. That I guarantee. That I guarantee. That's why I say to you, it's not always the case of consultation. Sometimes you need communication. You need to sit down and let's talk. Gogo, this is what is happening. Especially when you are really saying you've been going and everything. Sometimes you are going around, you want people to confirm the fact that you need help. But they're not able to get you to that. They just want to find a problem in it. Or sometimes when you know your deepest secrets that you haven't dealt with, and you have prayed about it, you'll never share it to anyone while you are still alive. Then you are expecting all the healers to go and dig to that far on something that you have sealed wena ngokwakho. That's why I'm saying that you need to be able to say, I came for consultation. How much the consultation is? 300 rand. Here's 300 rand, but I want to talk. Why? Somebody will say, because sometimes people, they have, I mean, some other, you know what, guys, when we comment even in other channels, please, guys, avoid just want to come up unique by being negative. Avoid it, guys. It's not necessary. If you are not going with that content or you don't believe in that, pass. Pass. Why do you have to spend your data? You go to comments, the data is eating up. You type, no, there's nothing like that. What? I'm telling you, somebody will ask just now, after this video is up, to say, Gogo, if I came to speak to you, then why must I pay 300 rand if you are not going to consult with me? But you came on my time. It's my time. I'm giving you my time. I'm dropping off everything that I should have done for you. It's my time. You are paying. When you are going to a healer, you're actually not paying for a consultation for the healer to tell you what is the problem. We can connect without you paying. You pay because of you are lightening your ways. You are showing gratitude in advance to ancestors to say you respect these ancestors that you are going to. By respecting them, you are going to at least give a token of appreciation to say, here's a token of my appreciation. Can I please go talk to you? I need to know what must I do. Then I'll refer you to the specialist. I'm very lucky to work with the team that I'm working with at the office. That's why I always say they're my colleagues. You know, I'm not a boss to them. They are my colleagues because they are able to help you faster than I could have. You can call the office now and say, Yazi Gogo, I'm in Bloemfontein. I need help. I won't be able to drive to Gogo. I won't be able to wait for online consultations on Thursday. It's a matter of do or die. So you want that person to say, no matter what, you need to wait for Ugogo. No, Ugogo is not a god. No, I'm not. I will never solve all your problems. I'm not. I'm sorry to raise my voice, guys. I'm not angry, but it's just that I've seen a pattern of these things happening. You know, I've said it previous videos. I've said it. If I go for consultation and they give me Itwasa, the main person, whether she's there or he's there or I cannot be able to see them, and they say, here's she's training this lady at this moment, she's the one who's going to help you, or he's the one who's going to help you. To me, sure, no problem. Towards the cock, I give a respect because we all started there by knowing nothing. And we've learned life and healing by the problems that people comes with. So allow me and the office, when we refer you, to say, Gogo, Kimoso Shanguve. Others, they are able to get hold of me on 083 533. Gogo, Kimoso Shanguve, I don't know what to do. You know, my child is sick. I really don't know what to do. Gogo, we didn't sleep at night. Gogo, it doesn't matter how much you want. Please come and help us. No. From Empangen to Soshanguve, how many hours are there? From Empangen to Soshanguve, how many hours? Let's forget about money. It's fine. You've paid. Yes, I can see it. Click. Doo, doo, sharp. How many hours I'm going to drive? I don't have a private jet. How many hours I'm going to drive? Will I find your child alive by the time I arrive there? I don't think you won't even sleep still on that night because I'll be still on my way to you. While you could have said to the office, not even to me, because it's not easy to get directed to me because I have the office so that my bookings are direct. Pardon me. You phone the office, you tell them, this is the problem I have. They will ask you, when would you like to see Gogo? Gogo is working in Empangen. No, I don't know whether. Don't you have somebody? Don't be afraid to ask. don't you have somebody who can refer me? No, who works with Ugogo and everything? Because all the people that we refer you to, I've been to where they are working. Others, I've told them, I said, with all due respect, but this A, B, C, D, no, it's not going to work. In the days we are living in, it's not going to work. Or sometimes with, again, gratitude. And say, you know what, thank you for wanting to us to work in, you know, as healers, hand in hand. By the way, can you explain to me why doing this one? What is the purpose of this? And as soon as you cannot be able to answer me, and then I will ask you, then what if the client was asking you about this particular process of doing things? Not that I change people's ways of doing things, but there are things that now we're about, I can't. So I visit those places, those healers, in looking at that, you know, the hygiene part of things, for example. There's nothing, there's no muti that this muti will work only if my hands are dirty. There isn't muti that says that you need to be filthy or your place needs to be upside down and everything. And again, I'm not blaming anyone. I've been to places that the place was Terimakas, was like, you don't know whether the giraffe's gonna come or whatever, but they've helped me. They helped me. I'm not saying you're not gonna get help there. I'm not saying, you know, don't choose this kind of a healer, choose this one. No, I'm not there. But there are things that we can change in the times that we are living in. So it is very important, Uti, when we give you a reference, it's because of I, Ugogo Batinimbata, knows and understand that I cannot heal all your problems. I cannot solve all your problems. I'm telling you, I cannot. There is no way I can solve all your problems. But Gogo, why? It's because I'm not God. I'm not Jack of all trades, whatever it's called. I'm not there. I can't. Not that I can't. It's impossible. Let's not use the word can't. It's just impossible that I can solve all your problems. So each and every problem, it's unique. And you need to allow the process to unfold itself in solving each and every problem. By me sending you to a specific specialist, or it doesn't mean you'll get there and they'll just say, nah, here's the muti you're looking for. It's going to help you overnight. Don't worry. Don't close your eyes when you are sleeping and everything. Whatever. No. I'm also referring you to somebody that we have spoken. They have told me, I didn't tell them what to do, that they have told me to say, Mina Koko Manglaba. I go out of my way. And I'll ask, what do you mean? Koko, I do this. Then I'll ask you, money-wise, what then do you do? Koko, I will check where did I go wrong. And I'll be honest with myself and my client. Then from there, it will determine the next treatment and other treatments in terms of how do I charge. If I didn't get it right the first time, the person maybe will pay a certain money more for us to do other rituals moving forward. Because there is no way that you can miss it as a healer 100% in the beginning. Maybe you hit it. No, somebody will hear somebody say, yes, Gogo, you once touched this, man. You did touch it. There's a lady that brought her son, you know, and then they used to come to Mbangen. So when they came to Mbangen, and then she describes the muti that I gave her, and she said things were moving. Yabo? Things were moving. Then muti went, got finished, and she didn't know what to do, but she was still enjoying the movement of umuthi. Then things went bad. She came back to Mpangeni. She got another ritual. She went back. Things didn't work out. Then she came back and said, no, Gogo man, there's where you touched before. Let's go back. So you see, that kind of a person understands the processes. She knows that she has done her absolute best in terms of following the instructions. They've done their best in following the instructions. However, still, there was that missing link. So she came to me because she knows Guti, I specialize with that. She knows that I specialize with that. So we need to make sure Uguti, whatever we do, we are open-minded. Do you know the families that say, most of the families actually, that says, hey, there was this old woman or this old man who used to help us at home. Hey, things were happening. And what happened to them? No, she died. Hey, he passed on. Hey. And you can see that person that it doesn't matter what you can give it to him or her. Back in their minds, they are thinking about the traditional healer that has passed on, that has played his role while he was still alive and they've passed on. Whenever you are left with those memories, it's like always thinking about your ex as if she's going to come back or he's going to come back, instead of you moving forward with the person that you are with. So those people, they will find themselves in a position of not that they don't getting other help, but psychologically they've programmed their mind that was our only hope at home. That was our only river we can drink water from at home. Or you go back to the same person is still alive. They know you before you were even born. But your help, meaning the help of your generation, the elders of your generations, which is you included, she or he is not your person to solve your problems. She was a problem solver of your parents, not for you. Yes, you also benefited because you were a child at that time. Yes, you benefited. But now you need to find your own doctor. You must find your own. And then when you find your own, allow your own to refer you to somebody else. Because at the end of the day, guys, we want to solve our problems. At the end of the day, it's not who you consulted with, but it's about who helped you. I normally tell people to say, yeah, I don't see a point of, no, ngishayile kuwena. I did well. But it doesn't mean I'll do the same to your friend. I'll do the same to your sister. No, it doesn't mean that. So it is very important that we understand that part. Many people were saying to me, okay, last year's matric students that came for help, they were happy. Not all of them passed because we are not the same. Our problems are not the same. Then somebody asked me, Gogo, this year I don't see any video talking about the matrix. I said to them, the issue of matrix is very sensitive. I don't want to talk about it anymore, especially before the matrix start to write. Because I feel that most of the parents of the matrix students are selfish. Are selfish in a matter of you expecting your child to do well on books while your child is not okay. Spiritually, mentally, psychologically, they are not okay. Our children are dealing with a lot of things. are dealing with a lot. Our children, they're exposed to teenage pregnancy, drugs, alcohol, abuse. Our children, they're living in a society that is dangerous. Doesn't matter whether your house has high walls and everything. Our children are going through a lot. Our children are stressing that their parents are divorcing. Our students are stressing because there's no food at home. Our students are stressing because they have a calling and no one wants to listen to them at home. But we are so selfish because we make sure they have a nice uniform, a blazer, whatever, textbooks, tablet, whatever, and everything. Can't your child, whatever that you give your child, it's not necessary, it's not needed. Your child doesn't need that at that moment. Your child needs you to listen to him or her. And that thing alone, it has a speciality akhona traditionally. Your child is smart and everything, but the next thing, your child failed. May not be okay if my child fails, but I did something about it. I sat down with my child to say, are you okay? How are things? You talk to your child and everything. Then you think above your child, because your child will always think childish sometimes. So you think above your child by doing what? By taking your child for a general cleansing. A general cleansing to say, my child is going to write exam. I don't want him or her to be disturbed by anything. I want to do something now while it's still early, while they're still going to write trials, or even they've written trials, but I don't want my child to be disturbed by external forces. Because you'll find out your child is okay, she behaves, he behaves, everything they do, it's okay. But the problem is one. She's not alone in the classroom. Let's say let's take a typical township. I remember when I think at one stage we were 53 in class. Imagine there's one intelligent individual out of the 53. And these 53, they come with their energies. Teachers are no longer teaching the way they're supposed to teach, because we're taking our problems as parents and we give it to teachers. Then the government will come running and say a child has a right to go to school. If a child has a right to go to school pregnant, then the government must assign people to be midwives at the school, so that if there's a problem, they press the bell. Somebody that deals with girls that are pregnant to come and assist. Yes, I agree. The children have a right to go to school. But we need to think about the teachers. I've never seen a teacher coming to me with a smile to say, hey, Coco, hey, ngiyafundisa, Coco, hey, ngiyafundisa. No, all of them, we are born, it's stressful. So, again, there are people that specializes with education. A child will come to say, "Lomntwana failure." I remember very well this parents who came with a book of a child that's in grade 7. That child is in grade 5 or grade 4. The way she was writing, Jenna, I know my handwriting is bad, but no, definitely I'm 100% better than that handwriting. But besides that, and then I said, no, don't take her to special school. There's something, if I can say, there's something I want to try. I know, definitely I know ukuthi ikhona lento le engayicindezela for this child to align. Sometimes the child is not mentally disturbed, but there's something that is not aligned that was done physically. Yeah, if the child was born like that, it's something, you can say, let's work together with medical doctors and specialists and let's see what is happening. But each and every problem that we have, there's a solution, and that solution is not in one healer or one pastor, one prophet. It's different. For example, if a woman don't give birth and the doctors have approved everything, I do have imbiza zakhona or zifo zonke or nzala bantu or boja boja or mhlume. I know what to do for that woman to fall pregnant or for that couple to fall pregnant. I definitely know. I'm not promoting myself. I have 3 kids that they've brought to say, Coco, you really helped us. Others, they didn't come back, they just called. I know I can do that. But the bottom line on this is, when that child is born, listen to this twist. I've made sure that the child is there. But when that child is born, I don't help kids. Sorry, I don't. I don't touch kids. I don't. I think kids are very fragile. I don't deal with kids. I don't. And somebody can ask us, but Coco, you've managed 2 years. I can now refer you to somebody that deals with kids, because I don't specialize in that. That's a referral. And most of the time they do what? They listen. They don't ask too much. They listen. Koko bathini bathe sarikwa sendodo mavula kuvalenzeni amadoda u-Auntie Usha, number 1 locksmith, till we see each other again. Thokozani.